4, 3, 2. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, this is gonna be a long video. Today we are doing an interracial tag. Can you turn off the fan? Okay.
Oh man, now it's gonna be so fucking humid and you're gonna get me sweating.
Now if you guys are wondering how we met on
Bumble.
And I wasn't on there looking for love.
I've been on there for about a year and a half. I was a very bad man.
And I was really good. But my friends were tired of me being single and they made me an account and I thought it was fun, and then this fun turned into, ooh, he's cute, and then I went on a date.
I was like, there's no way that she's real, because I'm like, oh, she's too pretty. She's too pretty. There's no way that this person is actually real, so I'm gonna give her my number just as a test while I was in the celebrating 4th of July with my family in the Adirondack Mountains. And she, hey, excuse me, this is a romantic little story. Anyway, we met on Bumble. I didn't think she was real. She actually ended up being real. I waited there for 45 minutes at this bar thinking, there's no way that she's actually gonna show up this time, so I might as well get a little bit messed up. And that habit certainly hasn't changed.
Look at that. Nothing's changed.
In 20 days, it'll be 2 years since we had our first date. Oh, yeah.
So, the first question is, are we attracted to other races? Do you wanna go?
Yes.
Yes, we are. And we have dated other races before. Like,
yes.
I've dated black guys. I've had crushes on Asian guys. I had a whole year of like Puerto Rican guys I was into. I'm very, I don't have, as long as you can make me laugh and you're cute and funny, then yeah. So I've dated a lot of races.
Yeah, Asians, Hispanic, or Latinx as it's called now. Yes, Latinx. White people, obviously. I mean, can't go outside my own pool.
Another question, so it's gonna be 8 questions, not 7 questions. It's a bonus question. The second question is, what are our races? Or what's our ethnicities?
Our ethnicity?
Yes.
You go ahead.
I am Haitian American, born here, but my parents are Haitian.
I am probably like a 4th generation Irish German American.
See, look at the eyes.
And the drinking habits.
Question number 3. Have you had any negative experiences being in an interracial relationship?
So, I would say that there are negative experiences, but it's more from the lens of like what she goes through, because I don't really give a shit what anyone says, or what anyone thinks, as she is very well aware of. But what I do find to be incredibly irritating is really women will look at her and say, and just kind of like give this look that says enough. Just see us like holding hands down the street, or just like talking shit, or just being silly like on the street, just truly having a fun time with each other, and people will be like, oh, have this look as if like she's a traitor of some kind, and that just makes me so incredibly mad, because like, it's 2019, mind your business. That is the most negative experience, but I wouldn't say that's affected our relationship.
No, not at all. Mine would have to be when we went to Boston. There was like a guy, like we were walking down the street, just laughing, minding our business, being cute. And this guy, who's like in his porch of his house, like yelled out like something. What did he yell out?
He yelled out, now full disclosure, I was wearing a red shirt with American, this is Memorial Day. Memorial Day, like specifically it was Memorial Day of this year. And I was wearing an American flag bathing suit, and this black gentleman who apparently had the same landlord, which is already a little bit awkward. This guy said, "Hey, yo, girl, you want a real man, you better come and see me." And he waited till we were about halfway down the street away from his apartment, or away from his front yard, to really kind of react. Mm-hmm. And then he looked at me and said, y'all better not be trying to get too fucked up tonight. And that was probably a pretty negative experience, particularly for you.
Yeah, I was scared out of my mind. Like, scared. Like, I didn't even want to go out anymore because I was just like, oh my gosh, like, did he just yell that out? Like, on a broad day, like, on a happy Memorial Day, like, he just yelled that out. It just made me feel so uncomfortable. So, like, that was probably one of the most negative experiences. Okay, next question. How does our family feel about each other? My family, I'm going first. My family is Haitian, you guys know that already. And my mom absolutely adores him. And my sisters and my brother and my dad wasn't sure at first, but then he met him.
Yeah, they thought I was gonna be around for like 3 months.
Exactly. And he met him, and then he thought he was really nice and he was respectful and all that stuff. Even though your hand was on my thigh when you were asking me to move it with him. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, yeah. And then you just kept putting it back there.
Yep.
And I was like, oh my gosh. But, oh, that was me. I pressed the button. Sorry. But yeah, like, they love him a lot and they don't have any problems with him. My family's very, very open and loving, and yeah.
I concur about that. I remember the first time I really met her family. So I met her sister. I met her other sister. I met her mother. And I met her 3 nieces and nephews, which were the nicest little kids in the world. And I remember it was around Thanksgiving time, and they had a whole set ready. They had pork, they had plantains, they had jerk chicken, they had what was it?
Macaroni.
They had macaroni. That macaroni, and they had fried vegetables.
Yeah.
A little bit of I think steak tips too. Yep, steak tips. And I was not shy in how much I ate, and I think that's when I totally won her mom over. I don't think I could do anything wrong after I met your mother.
Yeah, she was like, oh my god, I love a guy who can eat.
Yeah, I ate about 4 plates. Sorry, I'm dominating this. I apologize.
No, you're supposed to tell them how your family feels about me.
Oh, yeah, my family. Yeah, so my family is absolutely in love with this woman. They are in shock that she finds me this funny, or entertaining, or tolerable, and they are very thankful for it. My brother thinks that you're fantastic.
His brother I was really afraid of, because you like brothers and sisters, like no one's ever good enough for their brother or their sister.
No, I feel the same. I feel the same way about my brothers. About my brother, I'm like I'm overly protective of my brother when it comes to his romantic choices.
Mm-hmm. So once his brother liked me, I knew I was good.
She absolutely killed it. She absolutely killed it.
Next question.
Oh yeah, next. Moving on.
How would you raise your kids in the future, being biracial?
Camera, you're getting out of
camera. I am in camera. We're not arguing.
Get in camera. This is your social media. This is our bread and butter, kid.
I am in the camera. Okay. They see me enough, anyways.
Oh yeah.
You. How would you raise your kids in the future, being like biracial kids?
Having kids?
Yeah. I want 4 kids, by the way, and I want all girls.
Yeah, because she wants to kill me.
We would raise our kids to be open, right? Okay.
Yes.
We would raise our kids to be open, to be like, to not be afraid to embrace both sides of his or her culture. Embrace their black side, embrace their white side. Is there a white side?
You saying I'm not white?
Well, they would embrace like all parts of them. Their Haitian side, their black side, their white, just embrace it all, not being afraid to express themselves.
I'm gonna have to divert a little bit away from you. I'm gonna have to kind of like go a little bit to a different point of view, because I am progressive at heart and I'm an ally. What I would say is not to give 2 flying shits about what you came from, who you have identified with. Like, if it's educational and it feels that like gives you a sense of pride and you're a more well-rounded person for it, great, but don't let it affect who you associate with. Like, because like embrace the white side and the black side, it doesn't mean you have white or black friends. You can have whatever friends you want. You can have all Polynesian friends. I don't care. Like I wouldn't care. It just doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter like where you come from as long as you just respect another person.
Do you think societal pressure would be too much for us?
All right. No, I don't think it would be. I think it would be difficult. I think it'd be incredibly difficult because I will say that societal pressure is very much a factor in a relationship, especially when it comes with mixed cultures. What I'm trying to say is that people are going to be mixed so much by the time it's 2050 that the average American is going to be a woman of color, and that is going to be a very powerful demographic that pushes everything forward. But people have to realize, shut up and just move on with ourselves and not be a dick.
As long as like we just keep the love with each other, you know, and not worry about like, you know, why is he or she with this person? Why is she or he? I am in frame. We don't try to like think that like just because we're in an interracial relationship, we don't try to be something that we're not or something like that, you know?
We're not trying to be like some sort of poster child for anything. Because if you try to be the poster child, if you try to drive like a narrative, that's a hello. Try to like drive a narrative of in any regard, like that's outside the context of the natural confines of your relationship, then you're gonna be fucked from the get-go, and that's just stop cursing. What this? You said be myself. I'm a sailor mouth. This is what I am. They
might not like you two might hate that if you.
Have you seen the stuff that's on YouTube? I agree with you that it's to be within the natural confines of who you are. It doesn't matter where you come from. It's that if you treat someone with respect, it's a good thing. But there's always going to be societal pressure against it. Yes, I completely agree.
Yeah. Next question. Which culture cuisine do you think is better? Obviously, Haitian food is better than your food. In my opinion, but that's just my opinion.
I had this revelation. This is my favorite cuisine. Haitian, Jamaican, Caribbean, all that stuff. Like, it is much better than anything the Emerald Isle ever created.
The last question.
Yeah, last one, sorry.
Do you think our cultural differences have a negative impact on our relationship? That's a deep question.
It's very deep.
Okay, I don't think our cultural differences have a negative impact on us. We do have a lot of differences. It's like him and I are moving in September, and in the Haitian culture, it's like you can't move in before you're married, and in like his culture, I guess.
Wait. Go ahead. Sorry.
And in his culture, like it's like fine to do that. So we do have like a lot of things that are very different with our cultures and things like that. So, but it doesn't have a negative impact on us. We just try to merge our cultures together to try to find a happy balance between the two. That's my answer. Now you can go.
Okay. Can I talk now?
Yes. Why was I so close to the camera?
Yeah, I think she's just trying to get me out of frame. Like just slowly just going like, oh wait, this is not working out. This is not working
Okay.
out. From what I've experienced, the Haitian culture does have a very, very firm view about something. And my argument against that, and this has nothing to do with like my upbringing. I mean, no, this pause. I think that cultural differences, it creates friction, but I don't think it creates a negative thing, because at the very end, it comes down to the couple. Because if anyone else tries to get involved, or if anyone lets them get involved, it's not going to be a good outcome.
Anything else?
I love you.
Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe. If you have any more questions, you can leave them in the comment section. I said comic section. Comment section.
Comment section.
Thank you guys for watching, and like I said, if you have any comments, leave them below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Say bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Yeah.